Xin chào tất cả các bạn. Ngày hôm nay cái người khách đầu tiên mở màn cho Trạm Song Hành Media Corner của Hipfest 2024 xin được giới thiệu Rinka, một bạn đến từ Nhật Bản, và ngồi ngay bên cạnh Rinka chính là Yuma. Yuma là một cái đồng đội sẽ cùng thi với cả Rinka trong cái tiết mục 22. Tuy nhiên có một bật mí nho nhỏ, Yuma chính là em trai của Rinka. Bây giờ mình sẽ dành một vài cái lời đầu tiên để Rinka và Yuma chào đến các bạn nhé. Rinka, just say some nice words to the fans.
Hi, I'm Rinka. It's our first time to come Vietnam. So good.
And you can say anything in Japanese.
Konnichiwa wa?
Yeah. Konnichiwa. Và để cho các bạn tiện theo dõi thì Rinka là đến từ tỉnh Aomori của Nhật Bản. Và nãy giờ có trao đổi thì Rinka nói rằng là đấy là một cái tỉnh ở phía Bắc và rất là xa Osaka và Tokyo. Tuy nhiên Rinka có một câu chuyện rất là thú vị mà Thu muốn kể ngày hôm nay. Đấy chính là bạn học nhảy và hip hop từ năm 4 tuổi. Và bây giờ bật mí thôi, Rinka mình không nói số tuổi của bạn đâu, nhưng mà bạn đã có 20 năm. She's have 20 years in dancing with hip hop. Và cái người thầy, cái người mà đã truyền cảm hứng, cái người mà đã đồng hành cùng với Rinka cho tới tận bây giờ với một cái team có tên là ông bố và con gái, đấy chính là bố của Rinka. Anh ấy cũng xuất thân là một dancer, là một người dạy nhảy. So I just very quickly introduce where you come from.
Yeah.
And your father is your first teacher.
Yeah.
And right now is like a team partner.
Yes.
So, like you like to dance?
Yeah.
Or your father make you like to dance?
Father. So then when I was 3 or 4, always with music in my house. My father playing hip hop music and dancing. Then I went to the dance school. Then now.
Rinka là cái người mà các bạn biết rồi, 3 đến 4 tuổi thì chưa biết là mình sẽ thích cái gì đâu. Nhưng mà bạn được lớn lên trong âm nhạc và một ông bố mà suốt ngày có thể kiểu nhảy ấy. Cho nên là bạn yêu âm nhạc từ đấy và đi học âm nhạc từ đấy. You know, 20 years ago, I don't think like in Japan, a lot of people do hip hop, right?
Yes, but 20 years ago, maybe like only adults, no kids.
No kids.
A few people, only few people. But now it's many kids.
Yeah.
But when I was 5, maybe in my school, I think only 6 kids.
Đấy cũng chính là cái bức tranh của Việt Nam mình. That I think is really look alike Vietnam right now.
Oh, really?
Like you know, like we have adults, but not so many kids.
I see.
We have, but not many. Yeah.
Maybe will be more.
Yeah, like we need more, 10 or 20 years younger, and the kids, you know, gotta have a chance to meet someone like you from international and listen to the story. And which kind of, you know, hip hop you dancing?
Yeah.
Which one? Which style?
Yeah, hip hop. I like hip hop freestyle, and also I like hip hop like choreo. Yeah. And my younger brother do like popping.
Popping. So how you feel when you join Hipfest this time?
Oh, how do I feel? Yeah, so good. And I will join 2x2 right now, so I can't wait to dance.
Yeah, I can't wait.
And
so the very last one. Bây giờ là hai bạn sẽ phải chuẩn bị để lên chuẩn bị thi rồi. The very last one, if you want to say something to the parents in Vietnam.
Parents?
Parents. Yeah. Because you are the kid who got the father who, you know, support you in dancing.
Oh, yeah.
So if like you can say something for the parents, always say, because the kids say, hey, mommy, I want to dance, I want to do the hip hop.
Yeah.
How you say to them?
So you mean dancer, kids dancers, parents?
Yeah.
Oh, my father and mother always say, you are so good.
Oh, really?
You are so good. When some people say like your dancing is no good or something, but my parents always say that you are amazing, you are so good. When I lose, they say so good. Still keep practicing. He also.
Yeah.
So please say positive word to your kids. No, not negative word. Like your dancing is no good. No, please say positive word.
Đây là những cái thông điệp rất là dễ thương từ hai chị em của Rinka, bởi vì là chính hai bạn đã tìm được cái đam mê của mình thông qua cái sự ủng hộ và cái sự dẫn dắt của chính cha mẹ. Và bất cứ một cái điều gì hai bạn làm thì bố mẹ bạn đều nói là con rất là tuyệt, con rất là tuyệt vời, con làm rất là tốt. Thậm chí là khi các bạn đi thi thì cũng có những lần các bạn thắng và cũng có những lần các bạn thua. Và cái thông điệp mà Rinka chia sẻ với tất cả các quý phụ huynh đang có con tham gia học nhảy hoặc là đang rất là thích về nhảy, âm nhạc rất là tốt, âm nhạc kết nối mọi người, âm nhạc làm con người ta vui vẻ hơn. Và nếu như các anh chị có những cái em bé đang rất là muốn điều đấy, làm ơn hãy đồng ý cho con mình, hãy chung tay hỗ trợ cho con mình, đồng hành với con mình. Và nhớ là luôn nói những cái từ là con giỏi lắm, con tuyệt vời, you are so good. Okay, so thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so
and
much.
we do hope you enjoy the Hipfest,
Yeah.
enjoy with the music,
Yeah.
with the movement. We have a very little one. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a gift. So this one is my project. It's all about beautiful and authenticity Vietnam. So this one I give it to you because
you got
Rinka already
that.
have one.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And this one
So cool.
is all about Vietnam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
Thank
you can wear it.
Yeah, thank you
And-
so much. Oh.
Okay. So I do hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
thank
try to connect you with on social so I
Yeah.
can have some photo,
Yeah.
some picture,
Yeah,
some stories.
yeah.
So we take that and
Yeah.
we.
You mà.
So I'm a South Indian. So we speak a language called Tamil. So it's very different from, if you go to north of the India, they say namaste. From south, we say vanakkam.
My name is Thu Tran, and I do a media partner, and I love to tell the story about every interesting people from all around the world. Yes, so very nice. Again, it's my honor to have you. I just read about your information and a word and everything. So that's your first time to Vietnam?
This is my second time. The first time was last year. I was the winner of Hipfest last year, first time. So this year I'm here to judge. I'm excited.
Pradeep, how you come to hip hop and dancing?
Well, hip hop is very interesting for me because I started as a breaker. So I was a breaker
Breaker.
before. So
Yeah.
I started as a breaker, then I learned popping, then I learned a little locking, and then it was someone else who told me that you're good at hip hop. I didn't know I was good at hip hop until then. And then I started exploring hip hop. So somewhere about 2014, 2015, that's when I got introduced to hip hop. And then I wanted to do it as a big scale. So I come from a breaking, other funk style background, but I don't know, I think I fell in love with hip hop later. And then I just didn't want to go back.
What difference between breaking and hip hop?
Sorry?
What different?
Okay. I think it's the music. Definitely the music is different. The dynamics of the movements are different. The feeling is different. So for me, there is still a connection between hip hop breaking. There's still a very strong connection, but it's still slightly different in terms of how it's approached as a dance. Musically, everything is the same. So for me, I'm a fan of the dance itself, not hip hop breaking anything. I just like the dance itself. So as a overall, I love everything. But yeah, there is difference to every style based on the foundations of the style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that most of the people, they try hip hop
Okay.
They enjoy dancing and they start the breaking, right or wrong?
Well, see, definitely breaking is one of the first dance forms in hip hop. So it has given inspiration to so many other things as well.
Wow.
But I think from where I come from, technically, in the earlier generation, there was only two strong styles. One was breaking, another one was popping. So most of the dancers who I know of, they either start as a breaker and then start as a popper, because one way the information or the foundation is very direct, so you have clear details, so it's easy to follow and practice. But hip hop is an experience, so it takes time for you to build anything. But when it comes to a breaking style or when it comes to a popping style, you already have the foundations very, very strong. So, and it's attractive, of course. Breaking is attractive. For me at least, I'm a fan of dynamic movements. I love dynamic movements. So for me, that's why I was attracted to breaking. But at the same time, I also love control. So when I'm dancing, the control is also nice. So that's why I like popping as well. So all of this together has somewhere nurtured me to be a hip hop dancer now. So whatever I do, I like the dance of hip hop, which is like, if there is dancing and then under dancing you have popping, locking, blah 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 blah. I like the dance. So irrespective of the style, I enjoy the dance more. So it's okay for me to do anything.
Pradeep đến với cả hip hop hay đến với nhảy ấy bắt đầu từ breaking, và Thu đã hỏi rằng là có phải là mọi người đều đến với nhảy bởi vì mọi người thích breaking trước không? Thật ra breaking đó là một cái rất là cuốn ấy, và mọi người đều thích đầu tiên đã rồi mới bắt đầu, nhưng mà sau đấy thì nó sẽ là popping, nó sẽ là locking, nó sẽ là rất rất nhiều thứ, và càng học càng làm ấy, càng tham gia ấy, thì mình sẽ thấy là có càng nhiều thứ hay ho để mà mình muốn. Tất nhiên là Pradeep nói rằng là cuối cùng nó cũng chỉ là nhảy thôi, cuối cùng nó chỉ là âm nhạc thôi, và cái cuối cùng mà bất cứ một cái thể loại nhạc nào bạn theo đuổi thì cũng chỉ là bạn hòa với cái nhịp và bạn enjoy thôi. How about 10 to 20 years before in the India about hip hop community?
How is hip hop in India? Oh well, India is, I think, recently post-COVID, India has this huge boom into. It's very big now. It's very, very big because I think you can easily have 100. Easily see 1,000 hip hop dancers dancing. The community is very big because it's huge, right? But it's also a community which is very fresh. It's about 10-15 years old community, right? I think the earlier generation, we started somewhere around 2005, 4-ish. So it's a very young community. We hardly have 15 to 20 years of experience, but we have a fast growth. So we are learning very, very fast. So the last 5 years, India has changed a lot. Like it's a revolution for India because all the older generation guys have given us a lot. The current generation guys are doing it bigger and better. See, even for us to come here and connect, right? This is happening now. So for me, Indian scene is pretty much there, but we need to work more is what I feel. But on the other side, there is a huge amount of scope in terms of all the styles, because earlier there were only few styles in India. But now you have a community for every style. You talk about locking, there is a community for it. You talk about popping, there is a community. Hip hop, breaking. So it's big, but it's not coming outside India yet. So it's more like it's a huge community, but now we are all pushing to get outside India and show what India is. Just like how I was here last year. I'm also expecting a lot more Indians to come, but at the same time, opportunities are coming now. It wasn't there before. So the opportunity is coming now. Red Bull Dancing Style World Finals happened in India. So people got to experience, oh, India is this big. Right? So these are all the things.
We all tell a story to the world.
Because 4 or 5 years before, India was still very small from an outside point of view. People thought, okay, India is still not there yet. But India has a huge space, but it's hidden. So now it's coming out. So for me, I'm just happy with where the community is right
So
now.
Red Bull this year is organized in India, right?
Red Bull World Finals, yes, it was in India.
Because I remember one contestant from Vietnam.
Yes, I was there.
You were there. You know him.
Yeah.
So we're so proud, and we think due to the Hipfest this year, we have very nice award that a Vietnamese can win, and it makes the community
Correct.
is more aware about it.
Exactly.
Thu có hỏi anh Pradeep về cái cộng đồng hip hop ở Ấn Độ, và thật ra là họ rất là phát triển. Họ có những cái cộng đồng chia riêng theo từng thể loại luôn, như là locking riêng, popping riêng, breaking riêng nữa. Tuy nhiên là đối với anh ấy thì mọi thứ chưa dừng lại ở đấy, tại vì là các bạn từ Ấn Độ cũng sẽ muốn tham gia những cái giải ở các nước khác và mang cái Ấn Độ, mang cái cộng đồng của Ấn Độ ra thế giới và thu hút nhiều người khác đến với cả Ấn Độ hơn. Và như chúng mình chia sẻ thì Việt Nam lần vừa rồi, và nhân đây cũng xin được chúc mừng MT Pop. Thu đã theo dõi MT Pop trong 2 mùa của China Street Dance và rất là tự hào bởi vì MT Pop đã đạt được cái giải cao nhất trong cái Red Bull được tổ chức tại Ấn Độ. Và Pradeep cũng là một contestant, cũng là một cái người đã có mặt tại giải hôm đó. Đấy chính là lý do vì sao mà Hipfest lần này nó rất là ý nghĩa, bởi vì là các người bạn đến với Việt Nam, chúng ta cũng đã có thành tích, chúng ta cũng đã có những cái sự ghi nhận không những ở sân chơi Việt Nam mà là ở sân chơi của thế giới. Và dường như hip hop và cái community nó không còn dừng lại ở một quốc gia nữa, nó đã là nhiều hơn trong khu vực và thậm chí là toàn thế giới rồi. I really want to know about which country is very famous of hip hop, like
Very famous about
like
in
hip-hop.
hip-hop?
Yeah,
like
like
you mean to say in the community wise?
Yeah, like the high ranking of the awarding.
Well, I think it's a very subjective question because it's very difficult for me to.
Because I don't know, so that's why a lot of people is gonna asking something like that because they just don't know.
For me, there is like different categories. If I have to talk about it, I love the style and flavor from US. Like there are some dancers who I'm fond of in US. Their style is so unique. It's like the style and flavor is something which I find very fascinating in hip hop, not in general, only in hip hop. Like LA dancers are very, very good at what they do. New York dancers are very, very good at what they do. But at the same time, I also love Europe a lot because I think in terms of technical aspects, they are one of the highest. Like in terms of how technically they dance. In terms of the details, in terms of the execution, in terms of understanding how to perform in front of a stage. I mean, so and also the European culture has built a very rounded community of not only dancers but also people who can shoot dance as well. So when you see it from an outside point of view, they have quality content which goes outside. So it might also look like they are the best. In a way they are, because they have taken the dance to a different level. But I also love Japanese dancers a lot because of the foundations they have. The range of motion is crazy about Japanese dancers. And if you talk about Indians, again, we are very culturally connected. So I think we are bringing that new flavor to the world, saying we have a local dance, our local dance, and we have hip hop. Somewhere we are becoming the bridge for these two styles, right? And definitely Vietnam is also something which I look at, for the breaking community is very strong here. Of course, MT Pop was here, so I'm sure he's going to build a lot more things here. So I think every country is still special.
We have more room to grow, you know.
Every country is special. Every country has different things which is strong and low. So as an overall, it's very difficult for me to tell one place, because one place is good at one thing and the other place is good at another thing. So we cannot compare that also.
We say about music and the cultures and
like
everything got the same thing because it's different.
Exactly.
Right?
Like for example, I can never compare a European dancer with Japanese dancer because they're two different.
So the very last one, if you can send the message or any advice to Vietnamese, hip hop, performer, what you gonna say?
I think there's the same thing which I say everywhere I go. Enjoy the dance, and just enjoy the dance. I feel I come from a community where I was not judged by anybody. Even if I was a good dancer or not a good dancer, people advised me but never judged or pointed at me and be like, this was bad, that was good. It was never there. So all I can say is stay together and keep things together, because eventually over years you represent as a country and then you represent as a zone than representing as an individual. We all start alone, but without the community you cannot stand. It's like an army.
Yeah.
Right? The king will only survive if everybody is with the king.
Yeah.
Right? So that's how dance also works. Like if hip hop is what you like, everybody should come together for hip hop and build it to a different level. And for the younger generation, there's only one thing I can always tell, that everything which we do is a copy of a copy of a copy. Whatever I do right now is already done before me. Whatever they did, there is somebody who did it before them. So there is a generation which keeps following. Try your best to learn from everybody. Try your best to observe every dancer, because art is not what you do, what is already there. Like, I learned something from you, me doing that is not art. I'm just continuing your art. I'm taking you as a role model and I'm creating something with it. So it's like everything is a copy of a copy of a copy, and you add one point.
And make it
That
bigger
is where it
and
becomes art.
better.
Yeah. So for the next generation, all I would say is take your time. Because for me, I took a lot of time for me to get that one opportunity, one big hit. But before that, I never got frustrated with how I did. That's why I told you have to enjoy the dance. When you enjoy the dance, competitions, opportunities will not be your first priority. It's still important, but your first priority will be more about, am I enjoying this? Am I going back to practice again? So that's one thing. And lastly, one of the things which has worked for me in life in general, I learned it from my parents, is have a very strong disciplinary work ethic. So you have to be a disciplined dancer than a good dancer. You need to have your practice or training ethics very straight. Like, you're training every day. You have to train like
everything.
an athlete.
You need to get the discipline, not only dance. I mean, if you want just to know how to do it, that's okay.
Correct.
But if you want to be the best in it, or the very great in it, you have to be disciplined.
Exactly. It not only comes just with dancing, it comes with your food habits, it comes with your bad habits, it comes with how much you take care of your body, it comes with how you treat people, how you receive people, it's everything. So I feel ultimately, if you're disciplined, that adds a lot of confidence to your dance, and that confidence eventually becomes humbleness. I'm so confident that sometimes I just want to be nice to people.
But confidence just comes from practical.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So it's more about discipline and doing it. Yeah.
Chào tất cả các bạn, ngày hôm nay là ngày thứ 2 của Hipfest 2024 và bắt đầu bây giờ 1 giờ rưỡi là bắt đầu các trận đấu đã diễn ra, và đứng cạnh Thu ngày hôm nay chính là BGirl Sushma đến từ Ấn Độ. Hey Sushma. Hi. Yeah, so it's very nice to having you here at the media corner of Trạm Song Hành and Timo. So just some nice words to tell to the fan in Vietnam.
Yes, so this is the first time of me coming to Vietnam, and I just love the experience. These guys are doing amazing, because it really feels very nice to see such a big event. It's a world-class event, and wow, I'm just loving every second here. It's great. It's great.
Ngày hôm nay Thu mang đến đây 2 em bé, 2 đứa con của mình, và thật sự là bé gái ấy, nó rất là thích nhảy. Nhưng mà có một vấn đề của các phụ huynh, đấy chính là chúng ta luôn luôn nghĩ là breaking và dancing không dành cho phái nữ. Và đứng cạnh Thu chính là một BGirl rất là thành công và perform, trình diễn rất là tốt. So because I have 2 kids and we all thought like breaking and dancing is not for girls. Sometimes because a lot of physical move, and need a lot of energy. So as you are the big girls, so what do you think about it? And any challenge for the girl who pursuing the dancing like a
I think this is the beauty of hip hop culture, where we see everybody equal. And being a girl, I seriously feel we have more special privilege because we can take part in BGirl category. We can also take part in 1 versus 1 breaking category. And the b-boys around us have always welcomed us, have never made us feel like, oh, we're the b-girls or something like that. We always feel like, because the b-boys set the level so high and our competition is there, so we always tend to push ourselves, push our limit. Physically also, nowadays b-girls are doing great. They're all doing power moves, and it is not only power every time, sometimes even with style, with even grace, we can even still win the event. So this is a beauty of hip-hop culture, where everyone are equal, and it's amazing to be a b-girl.
And that the first time you've been here in Vietnam and watching and even like competing with different people, how you see the potential of Vietnam hip hop community?
Wow, it's great. It's growing so well, and when I saw some videos of b-boys in Vietnam last time, and now when I'm seeing Vietnam b-boys, they're so great. It's so great. The scene is just growing every time I see them. So they are just doing a great job because they're throwing such great events every time. So it's very nice for them to be here, and they're doing amazing.
Sushma chia sẻ rằng là thật ra là cộng đồng hip hop của Việt Nam rất là phát triển và thậm chí là phát triển rất nhanh. Đây là lần đầu tiên bạn ấy đến đây tham gia và cũng rất là ngạc nhiên với cái công tác tổ chức của Hipfest lần này. So the last questions I'm asking about everyone, the definition of hip hop. With you, hip hop is?
For me, hip hop is lifestyle, and it's everything to me, and it changed me as a person, and it makes me feel more confident, and it helps me express myself. So I have so much gratitude for hip hop. I just love hip hop.
It's like a common answer that I'm asking all of the hip hop dancers and performers. Đây là một câu trả lời nó rất là trùng hợp với tất cả những cái nghệ sĩ mà ngày hôm qua đến giờ mình hỏi, dù họ đến từ đâu, no matter where they come from, India, Japan, or like even Vietnam, and also like China or Malaysia. They all say hip hop is a lifestyle. Hip hop chính là một cái chất, một cái màu và một cái phong cách mà bạn đang muốn khẳng định và giúp mình tự tin hơn. Thank you very much, Sushma, for your time. And if you can leave, the signatures anywhere you can. Yes. And also, as a wish, because Christmas coming, you can tell to anything for the hip hop community or for your friends, anywhere you feel. Yeah. No, you write down on the board. On the board, yeah. Today we write down on the board. Big. Đứng ở đây chứ, chạy ra đây làm gì? And you sign also. You can sign there also. Yes. Okay. And come here. Okay. So represent every friend in Vietnam. Hipfest. We have this. It's called authenticity and beautiful. So it's a Vietnam authenticity and beautiful. And also this one. So Vietnam welcome you, and thank you so much for coming and joining with us.
Thank you for that.
So thank you, bye bye. Chào tất cả các bạn, bây giờ đang là 9 giờ tối và tại Hipfest 2024, Thu đang gặp một vị khách tên là Lego Sam. Và Lego đến từ Malaysia, right?
Malaysia.
So very short introduction about you, just to the fan.
Okay, hi, my name is Lego Sam and I'm from Malaysia. And I've been dance breaking for 16 years. And yeah, still chasing the dream, not giving up.
So that's the first time you came to Vietnam, or?
No, I come here for actually 3 to 4 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hipfest is the second time.
Yeah.
And the other one is in Da Nang, RF Jam.
how about any change to Vietnam contestant, like a Vietnam dancer in the hip hop?
Okay.
Any change during 3 or 4 years or 3 or 4 times?
Of course, you know, in Vietnam, in the Southeast Asia scene, I think it's considered like a top 1 or top 2 in Southeast Asia. Vietnam.
Really?
Yeah. Because from the old generation, they already have a strong B-boy. Cine crew, Harley crew is from Vietnam. Yeah, so I think after 2-3 years I come back, I can see the B-boy level is getting improved. Yeah, like the B-boy from Vietnam, B-boy B4 and Kidashi, their brother. Yeah, they are doing so good in this.
Oh, like a 2 brothers.
Yeah, the twins. Yeah, they really represent Vietnam, and they win a international battle in Malaysia last 3 months. Yeah, so I think the Vietnam dancer is improved a lot.
Yeah, I just heard that we have one popping, you know, anti-pop.
Yes, anti-pop. Yes.
Yeah.
He's I think for me, he make the name for the Vietnam and for the Southeast Asia country.
Yeah.
And yeah, because he's the only one who wins so many international competition in all the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think this is proud for Vietnam.
Yeah. And it's really encourage people like yes, we at least like we can do it. Because I know anti-pop not because I know him in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I watch, you know, China street dance and it represent Vietnam.
There you this guy.
Yeah, and I feel like I should, you know, watching and following and see what we can do and how the level. Có một điều rất là thú vị, Lego Sam nói rằng là anh ấy đánh giá là Việt Nam mình ấy là đứng xếp hạng cũng phải top 2 ấy của Đông Nam Á. Và anh nói là kể cả là trong 3-4 lần quay trở lại và tham gia ở Việt Nam ấy thì các cái bạn gọi là dancer của mình ấy đang có tiến bộ rất là nhiều, và thậm chí là có một vài cái giải thưởng, một vài cái thành tích trong khu vực cũng như là trong các giải đấu chuyên nghiệp, có thể kể đến như là anti-pop. So actually I really want to know because we all know like a Vietnam, we all know like a, you know, about the health. Sometimes, you know, breaking B-boy need a lot of, you know, like practical and things. So any challenge that you can see like any challenge of Asian and compared to like a US or Europe?
Okay. I think first of all for breaking, because it's a really hard dance, it requires a lot of physical move and also creative. And I think the first problem is always the injury. The injury, because like for me, example, I broke my left arm in 8 years ago, but I still love to do this. And then I still keep going, maybe to build my right arm. So the second point is, I think the hardest one is the money problem. Because we are from Southeast Asia, right? Like Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, all same. So we don't have like a much platform. You can earn money through dance. So it's kind of hard for us.
Yeah, like a need a source to keep the passion and follow and chase, you know, the journey, right?
Yeah, and I mean like everyone, you can follow your dream, but when we come back to the reality, we don't have money to survive. Yeah. So for me in Malaysia, my situation, I used to just dance, battle, and until 23, 24 years old, I feel like it's hard to make money. And then I start doing the Instagram, doing some TikTok. So now I get the money from the sponsor advertisement to support my dream.
Yeah. That's what I talked to Mai Thiên Quân and Đăng Quân. Very two, you know, hip hop dancer, young from Vietnam. They say they wish like because I'm asking like how we as a Vietnam team can go abroad and join the competition. They say it's all about, you know, support and money source because they need the fully support, you know, and like an organization or community that very well plan and send the team there and compete and just feel like you don't need to think of anything. You
Yeah,
just practice
on,
and focus.
Just focus on dance. That's
Yeah,
it,
yeah. So that's why we can see the Hipfest right now is really about open and public community. But when I joined it, I can feel like Hipfest need more voice.
Hipfest what?
Need more voice.
Yeah.
Like more people talking about Hipfest, talking about hip hop,
Yeah.
talking about the value,
Yeah.
and then we can invite more sponsors,
Yeah.
more brands,
Yeah.
and treat, because we all know sometimes like a singer,
Singer?
rapper,
yeah.
they more famous, they can
Yeah,
make more
yeah.
money, something like that.
Yeah, I
But
know.
dancer is more like a silent, practical, and
Yeah.
just have a very close, very close group.
Yeah.
Not everybody, just practical and know each other,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So back to Malaysia, and any advice for Vietnam community that you think we should do to grow community bigger?
I think you have to let people to see the value of the dance first. Then only have more company and sponsor to give money for us to organize event. So what I think is the only way is to do more good competition events for the b-boy, for the dancer to have a better platform to show themselves.
And to grow themselves as
To grow
well.
themselves, yeah. Because I travel a lot, and what I see from Southeast Asia is, we have many competition, but we don't have like a really good competition with good prize money. Yeah, so people can't see the
motivation, right?
The motivation. Like, if you say,
Yeah.
if a competition, example, if you win Hipfest, you get $5,000 US, then people will, I need to work hard because I want to get this.
Because it's a long time to preparation and to do.
And the prize is motivation for the people like chase the dream. Yeah.
And also because the price and the size of the competition, we gotta invite more people who have a high level, right, or experience.
Yeah.
And it makes it more interesting and more. We can attract more people.
But I think for dance in Southeast Asia, it's always hard. If you compare to singer, rapper, because they only sing. Everybody have an ear to hear, listen. But dancing, not everybody can understand.
Yeah.
Singing, okay, I can listen.
Yeah. And even sometimes don't know why this one is win and why this one is. So, if talking about hip hop, any describe like you think what is a hip hop to you?
I'm feeling when I do everything, not just battle practice, but hip hop taught me a lot of things, especially in the mind. Like just keep on going no matter what. So I think hip hop is more than a dance to me.
Yeah.
If no hip hop, I can't travel to so many different places to meet different people. Yeah. So I think hip hop is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's not a dance.
Hỏi bạn nào thì bạn cũng nói là hip hop đối với bạn ấy là hơn cả nhảy. Nó chính là phong cách, nó chính là cái chất. Thu hay thích dùng cái từ là chất, là cái chất riêng của mỗi người. Even we can see the student, they dance right now is student, but I bet like they have to learn to dance from the very young age. So, but any advice from you, a person who spent like a 16 years to do the hip hop?
First of all, I would say this journey is not easy. And if you can able to do dance, any kind of dance, not just breaking, if you already start, then treat it serious. Make it count. Do it like you really love this.
Lego Sam, Thu sẽ đọc nhanh một xíu là bạn ấy làm quen với breaking từ năm 13 tuổi và bạn ấy rất là thích, đam mê những video âm nhạc và bắt đầu bị cuốn vào hip hop. Lego Sam đã giành rất là nhiều chiến thắng tại Red Bull Malaysia Cypher vào năm 2015 và 2016, trở thành thành viên của hai nhóm nhảy nổi tiếng là Juice Crew và Cyber Kings. Và đặc biệt, Lego Sam đến vào năm 2019 khi mà anh giành huy chương vàng tại SEA Games ở Philippines kỳ SEA Games đầu tiên đưa breaking vào nội dung thi đấu chính thức. Và thành tích này không chỉ là niềm vinh dự lớn lao mà là cơ hội để anh mang vinh quang về cho đất nước. I just read until I see you got the gold medal at SEA Games for Malaysia 2 times. So, I mean, we not represent for ourselves anymore. It's about the nation. It's about a country from Southeast Asia, right? And help people know more about Malaysia.
Yeah.
So we all know hip hop is more than just dancing. Yeah. So can you share just a little bit, very quick, about the feeling and after like a more than 10-year practice and finally we have some we see something like a performance, like an award or recognition.
So I think it's a good experience. Yeah, I think that's the difference. It's just dance is dance. It's not a sport. So when it comes to SEA Games or Olympics, some people they don't like it because they think dance is not a sport. So for me, I will do like a balance so we can dance whatever we want, but we train like an athlete. Yeah. So I think it's a good one for the SEA Games and Olympics.
So thank you very much, Lego Sam, for having time with us, and we already have some small gift.
Okay.
So this one is, is about authenticity and beautiful.
What? Sorry?
Authenticity, like a real and beautiful.
Real beautiful?
Yeah, and real and beautiful. So it's represent for our country is Vietnam.
Okay.
And it's a small gift that to help you enjoy it. Yes. Hãy làm tốt nhất những điều bạn làm và theo đuổi. Chỉ có bạn mới biết được rằng mình muốn gì và làm thế nào để đạt được nó. Một lần nữa, Thu Trần, Trạm Song Hành với Timo tại Hipfest 2024. Chào mừng Lego Sam và rất cảm ơn các bạn.